And we are live. We are live back on this platform. I know it's been a while since we have gone live on this platform, but we are back. Now we're going to begin our part one of our latest Q&A series topic on how to choose your moderators. And for this part one, as we said in our intro video, this is going to deal with those who have either begun to live stream or haven't been live streaming for very long and don't really have any sort of process or any sort of objective way or certain particular strategy they may have as well too to find moderators. Jonas Bugs, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us tonight. Or I should say today for you in the Philippines. Welcome. Hey Tech, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Welcome everybody. So here for part one, like I said, this is going to be dealing with sort of like our advice as well too. Famigo Clam, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. Like I was saying, part one, this is just going to deal with just giving some tips and some advice. And whenever you start to live stream or you're just beginning to live stream and maybe you don't really have any sort of idea how you find moderators, maybe just it'll only be based on people you may know or just maybe people you've spent a lot of time with on this platform or if you're over on Twitch. So we just wanted to get started and just to give a little more of a concrete path and a little more direction to this idea and also to the process of whatever live streaming that you do, and also in general for your channel, or if you have a Discord or Twitter or other social media platforms that you try to promote your content and your channel on, this can also apply to this as well. Mainly we're just talking about live stream chat, so managing your chat during the live streams, but this can also apply to other social media accounts that you have as well. So I would say first and foremost, before you just pick your moderators, that you try to go live stream with your new team or crew of moderators, whatever you like to call them. The first thing I would do is, whether you just write it down or you just take mental notes or you just save it on a computer, just say either objective traits or objective qualities that you would look for in a moderator. An objective, what I mean by that is either characteristics of people who you not only would either look up to, but also people who are responsible and would take this job seriously. And then also objectively, this would be just people who would be able to respect not just your channel, but also this position as well. Hey, Podcast, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us tonight. How you doing? Hope you had a good day at work, too. Hope everything's fine with you at your shop. But thank you for being here. And I was just saying before, too, not just people who would take the responsibility of being a moderator seriously, but also who would be able to carry out whatever directions you would have for a channel, whatever rules you would have for your live stream. Just people who would be respectful, not just your channel, but also of you as well. Some of these are self-explanatory, but I'm trying to make the broader point of just actually physically either writing them down or just keeping either a document on your computer, just so you have it for reference. And then for the future, you kind of have a better idea of who to look for and what qualities or attributes that someone would have. And then also a plus for me would be people who would have previous experience being a moderator on different channels and live stream energy. Welcome, yes. Welcome back. It's been a while. Hopefully your CPU problems are at least starting to get fixed. I'm trying to give a standing ovation for Entertain here, because I haven't seen him in a while. Not that I'm playing favorites, but hey Sarah, welcome to the stream. Thank you everybody for being here. Hope you had a good day working. Hope you had a good day at work, Sarah. So excited, can't even talk. But yeah, thank you to everybody for being here. And again, feel free to check out people's channels here in the chat. Continue to also either to give advice to their videos to help improve their content. Just that is encouraged as well too. Just if you see someone you like too, just go check out their content as well too. I just feel like instead of just like relying on YouTube or Google to do it, we figured we could just probably take a little more initiative and just do it ourselves, because I don't trust this platform to really just do it for us. But that's good. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, we're good. But yeah, thanks, Entertainer. Appreciate it. Yeah. But just letting everyone know. Yeah, just like right now, it's hopefully I can just keep up the schedule too. Just having like a full-time job now. But anyway, Coast Life, welcome. Yeah, it has been a while. It's been a long time. Welcome. This is the first time I've been streaming for a while on this platform, Coast Life. Hey, gaming. Yeah. Yeah, I know. In terms of live streaming, I almost did for a little bit. But yeah, welcome, A Gaming. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining us. Thank you for being here. But anyway, getting back to our topic as well too, how to choose your moderator. So that's part one. This is more for people either they've either just begun to live stream or they really haven't been live streaming so long where they don't really have any sort of concrete plan or direction on how to choose moderators. So this is kind of like a way to at least give them a little more guidance and advice and a little bit of help, which is something that before I should have said that. Yeah. Oh, it's winter right now, entertaining, especially where you live too. Where I'm at, it's like below zero where I'm at. Hola. If I had to go live on Twitch, but all right, yeah, no problem, mate. But yeah, no problem. But thanks for stopping by. But yeah, it did say, say hola. But yeah, stop by to say hola. Oh, you're just finishing your thought. But yeah, well, I did too. But yeah, anyway, but just to be able to use the Spanish that I learned when I was in school. But anyway, getting back 50, wait, is it 50, like Fahrenheit or just, wait, because for wind chill for me right now, it's like, it's, what is it in Celsius? It would be, I think 30 below. I think in Celsius, which is like, what, around 20 to 25. My screen. Hey, Fluffin here, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Oh, minus? Oh. I guess I got that backwards. Unless that's your temperature, Fluffin here. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you're still enjoying RE2. I imagine it's like well worth the money that you spent on it. I did watch part of your premiere. I didn't know that how long your premiere was going to be. Oh, I'm above. Oh, okay. No, I saw about caps, yeah. If I miss messages here in the chat too, it's like I've got to get used to like YouTube not showing all the messages in the chat, even though I push, all live stream messages visible. But yeah, I don't know. If I were outside in this weather right now, entertained just like me, just not having sleeves, I don't know if I'd be either crazy or just no winter here. Oh, well, because we're not all fortunate. Unfortunately, where I'm at, we have seasons. All 4 of them. Where there's like something that's really, really cold. Minus 11. Oh, okay, Fluffin here. I assume that's not winter. I assume that's your temperature. But yeah, I think minus 11 is like what? I think like it's like 13 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Maybe I'm at or 12 Fahrenheit, something like that. But anyway, just getting back to our topic as well. Not just we were just explaining like the first and foremost thing I would say to be able to give you a little better, much of a better idea of like who to look for in moderators. Going to end up liking it, but oh, you're getting stuck though, Flavor. Where are you getting stuck at? Branding. It is. That's it. That's gonna be entertaining. Yeah, we're gonna just have jerseys, but it's just gonna be all cutoffs. No, we have shirts. All right, Verdict Squad shirts. Okay, the first thing you do to a Verdict Squad shirt, cut the sleeves off. What? Yeah, cut the sleeves off. I mean, let's see how many people would just like have not have sleeves there. Who's the fans? Who are the real fans here? Just no sleeves. Ironically, I'm wearing sleeves right now here too, but I've worn this before for our Sports Sunday videos as well. But yeah, don't worry. The sleeveless shirts and the tank tops, they'll be back soon. Just the edge line here. But yeah, I've been wearing them on Twitch too. But for Twitch, the reason why I would wear it here, because on Twitch, when I'm sitting by my TV and playing a game, it's right by my heater and it gets warmer. And when the heater is on, the hot air just like blows like directly on me. So it's like it makes it like a lot hotter, and plus my PS4 running as well. So it makes the room I'm in like a lot hotter than it would be just like me sitting here too, like towards the bed on the other side of the room. But anyway, I was saying too, first and foremost, write down whether it's just taking mental notes or you just want to physically write down on a piece of paper or just on your computer. I'm stuck on Claire. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Claire Redfield. I think, yeah, because I wish I would have a chance to play it. You can either just like look up somebody else who did or just like Google it. Just tell you like how to get farther in like Claire Redfield section for RA2. But I was just saying, write down like objective list of either attributes or characteristics of who you would think based upon who you know, or in general before you even think about anybody else in general. We've been doing with your channel, the variety and humor are good. Oh, I know. Thank you, Heritage. Yeah. For the humor, yeah. I said this before towards the end of last year. Oh, thank you, Sierra. I appreciate it. I wanted to at least give our channel not only a little more concrete direction, but just to really narrow our focus down into certain categories of content. Just more of the humor is something I wanted to share that we have on Twitch, and just to also share it on here. Just also tells a little bit more about myself and like some of the my inspirations for my sense of humor, a particular talent that I could do with the voices that I do on Twitch. And just like certain things I wanted to share about myself as well. And then also I love talking about sports as well. And then amongst other things as well. Now, besides just this series and then sports and gaming are going to be like the 3 main ones, but I'm also going to do like one-off videos as well. I'm thinking about like filming a bacon recipe that I thought of as well. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to do it, but I want to plan for that at some point. So they're also going to be like one-off videos as well too. They maybe not like have anything to do with either sports or video games or this Q&A series that we're doing, but in general, just like something else to add to the variety of the channel. It just felt like in general, that was just like, for me, I felt it was time right around our 1-year anniversary just to really just like try to take this like major change of direction for our channel. But we're just going to see how this works out too. But yeah, I do love doing like all the voices on, yes, Bottle Bacon. I know I've already had a previous one like early in the channel. One I actually liked. It's gonna be a lot different though than the one we have already on our channel, the Mountain Dew Ice bacon recipe, which I said before, it turned out surprisingly good. But variety is good here. I agree. Just because like it gives like something not just a bit more of a dynamic on our channel, but it also it gives like provides something for a little more for different groups of audiences to at least be interested in, to have them get to know us. But anyway, after like for objective list of characteristics that you would have for finding your moderators as well too, and for certain things, I guess subjectively, if you want to write down as well. So it would be subjectively where like someone who would have experience of dealing with either a troublesome person in the chat, or if there was like an issue going on, if you either it was on your channel or somebody else's, you knew somebody who had that kind of experience. That's something that you could also have like a subjective portion of your list of characteristics that you would look for when choosing your moderators. This could be objectively where it could fall under being responsible or showing initiative or stepping up, but just more subjectively being like giving more of an example behind it, other than just objectively just putting a characteristic trait or just putting like a one word, like either whether it's in bullet points or however you would like to put your list as well. Now, for this list, you could either have like people in mind if you already know them based on YouTube or Twitch or wherever else. Save this live stream to a place. Oh, thank you, Fluffinary. I appreciate it. Thank you. As I was saying, but in general, I would say for objectively and subjectively, just so you would either just pretend that, like, let's just say you never live streamed before, you don't know too many people either on this platform or on Twitch. Just it would just be like just trying to be like open-minded, just a generalization of like the type of people that not only you would want to be a huge integral part of your community and your content, but also people who I would say that you would have to place a certain amount of trust in. I even said this before too, moderators, whether it's on Discord or on here or Twitch or any other social media platform, I would just say not only they're very underrated, but also they can essentially be the guardian angels of your chat, especially if you're larger and you have like hundreds of people in your chat. They do a lot more work than either people realize or, either acknowledge, especially too, because a lot of people are just more focused on what the host is doing or what's going on, like just generally what the live stream's about. And a lot of people just, that's something they forget, that moderators do a lot of work, whether it doesn't matter like how many people there are, there's still a lot of work that goes into it. So again, that could be part of like the list of characteristics that you would have, whether it's like who you be either willing to trust or be willing to at least give a chance to see, if they would take this job seriously. Not only that, but also, just to give them a chance to step up and to see if they can either take on more responsibility or to, if they say they support your channel or if they really like what you're doing, if they wanted to take more of an active share or partnership in that. And then with that being said too, I would say these are people to remember for moderators, especially in the long term. I would say these are people who are probably, you'd be not just the closest that you would be with in general, especially those you've seen around a lot on your live streams, and not just that, but your videos as well too. I would say like these are people who, I don't want to say it's going to be forming like an inner circle, but these are people you would just either lean on for not just support beyond just like being at your live streams or watching your videos or commenting, but also just to either ask for counsel or advice. And then people you would just lean on, especially where if they're like parts of YouTube or Twitch too, where it's either not as fun as you would like it to, but in general, it's like it could be grueling as well. That's how I roll. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it has been a long time. It's been a while since I've streamed on here, but we're back here now. Welcome. I hope it's both Justin and Ralph here, right? But thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody for joining us. This is part one of our latest Q&A series topic on how to choose your moderators. And right now for this part one, we're talking about those who either just begun to live stream or haven't had too much experience live streaming, and just to help them give a little more guidance and advice on how to at least go about the best way to find the best moderators possible, or at least have a more of a concrete direction as to the process of searching and finding the best moderators that you can. So with that being said as well too, this would come from more experience. I guess the second part, after a whole, you would like have your list of objective characteristics and I guess subjective experiences that people may have, whether you know them on this platform or Twitch or wherever else. And then also just saying, I guess, more generalized things to look out for besides just either people you would either lean on for more support and people you would trust either their opinions when they were just saying they think like this aspect of your channel can either be changed or improved, or they like what you're doing and they think like this can be improved. But going beyond that as well, I would say these are people who are just not only consistent, but also just hold like the job, whatever responsibilities they have to, they would hold themselves accountable for it as well. Thank you for the Twitter link, Sierra. They hold themselves accountable, not just being consistently here in terms of attendance, but they also, just either drop links that you just saw right here, or they either just like give suggestions and advice too, even for things beyond just anything within their roles of being a moderator too. Because that's what I've noticed personally for me, where a lot of the moderators that we have for our channel, they've given us suggestions that we've already just incorporated into the channel. Whether it's the name for our new point system that we have in effect, it's mostly on Twitch right now, but I would like to at some point, if I can, through stream elements, like actions that you would do here on YouTube, whether it's like watching a video or liking and commenting, that would be able to earn points too, to be able to either redeem items in our store, whether it's just playing with me in a video game live, or just to hear me sing, or also, you have to check out our new... Oh, it is? Oh, nice. Ooh, tell me you dressed up as like some of the characters from Scooby-Doo. Who would I dress up with as Scooby-Doo? I don't know. If I couldn't be like one of the bad guys or the villains, I don't know, because I wouldn't want to be, I guess I would kind of be Scooby, because I could do his voice, like, kind of. But I'd be more likely to do Scooby's voice. Because, not like his, like, nephew either, but, like, the actual, like, Great Dane, like, the bigger dog. That would probably be the character I would pick, too, if I can't be one of the villains. But anyway, just getting back to our topic as well. It goes like beyond just saying what you see. Blue Ridge. Hey DK, welcome to the stream. I will save that for Twitch though. That's our role. That's where our voice is at too. Hopefully we can maybe get a highlight video with me doing Scooby's voice. But yeah, I just saved those for Twitch. Just because I was trying to rest my voice when I go live on Twitch later on tonight. Because there too, it does take a lot. At least not just like for your voice and like for your vocal cords, but yeah, it does take a lot of energy to do it. But it is a lot of fun to do, especially like whatever game I'm playing too. It doesn't really matter to me what game I'm playing. It's just whatever you guys pick in the latest Twitch poll. But it's a lot of fun to do. Anyway, getting back to our topic as well. Moderators, it goes beyond just being a blue wrench. For me, honestly, I would just say like there are a lot of them, especially if they've been a moderator for a long time, they're really the stars of your channel. They're the stars of your community, beyond just like whatever the host does. Because I said this before, I know I'm kind of repeating myself here too. They do a lot more than people would acknowledge. They do a lot more to just not only just like to help make your live streams as fun as possible, but also help your channel other ways as well. I'm doing all right, DK. I'm a little tired. I got home from work a little while ago, but I'm all right though. I hope you're doing well. But it's just something that really, it's just like I'm really happy, like especially with the moderators that we've had too for a long time. I'm glad that like we found the moderators that we did. I hope we can find like more moderators that we have currently right here in the future. Now, how I would go about doing that in terms of like what places I think would be at least the most efficient or like the quickest way to look for it, that remains to be seen. Now, again, this is just only based on personal experience for me. I guess like now that you kind of have like more of an idea, at least of some of the characteristics and traits, and what am I doing here? By the way, oh, okay, cool. Thanks, DK. I didn't know if I get a notification for that because I didn't remember seeing it. But I'll look at it later too. But speaking of our Discord too, yeah, I actually posted another article too from the Twitch Reddit, Twitch's Reddit thread too, just like talking about like people who actually go above and beyond and go out of their way to actually find smaller streamers and to actually go in and support the channel and then watch their content and actually talk to them. Because unfortunately, like a lot of people, I understand that it's set up where they don't want to scroll down either down the page on their phone or on their computer, or just like to go to the bottom of the page on their phone. They don't want to really just like spend the energy doing that. I mean, I understand, I guess, if you are just like looking for whoever's popular or who's trendy, but that's just something that too is like that's not really talked about either like enough. Just because like people just go above and beyond or just go out of their way to like just try to help somebody either they've never met before or they've never seen face to face, and just try to see. Just like, no problem, DK, but thank you. Thanks for joining. But yeah, that was just something I posted in the Discord as well too. That the subreddit too, or for Twitch's like Reddit thread. But anyway, just getting back to our main topic here as well. Now that you have like more of an idea that we talked about before for objective traits, and then also I guess subjective experiences that you either have seen knowing people on this platform, people that you know, even if it's like outside of YouTube and they maybe have a YouTube channel or in general. And then now it's just like the best way to like go about, I guess, finding people, and it's just like again, like just kind of like taking stock or just like trying to keep track of in your channel and your experience, who would you say is like more consistent in terms of not just like in attendance, but like who's actually been there, who's actually like been like really encouraging to you, or just like it's just like either asking questions in the chat that like either get you to talk more, or just like it gets like a more fun conversation going. But I would say too, just like really just keep track of that as well too. You don't have to write it down, just to say whether it's like a point system or you just like keep like a tally mark or just something. You're just saying like, okay, this person has been here once. I'll just put a tally mark there. They've been here in like half hour. Put another tally mark there as well. Bots as moderators. For a smaller channel, personally, I wouldn't do it. I would only use a bot to put links into the chat, just because it helps alleviate some of the pressures and some of the tasks and responsibilities that our moderators have to do. They could be doing other things as well too, instead of putting in links to the chat. Now, again, Stream Elements is not like the best at it all the time, especially with a Discord link. It just always has trouble with that Discord link, and I don't know why, even though I've like changed it several times, and for some reason it doesn't want to work consistently. But in general, for bots, I think to my experience, having them just like put links to either your social media accounts or just post rules or donation links or whatever, those are like for that, like I would say it would be better to, that way your moderators can either focus on other tasks and spend more time and energy and effort making sure the other tasks that can't be performed by a bot, they would be able to do more efficiently. That's at least my opinion too, and it's based on my experience with that as well. But yeah, now that you have like a more of a like concrete idea, you actually either expressed it or just written it on paper or just like kept a file in on your computer. Okay, cool, DK, nice. But I would just say too, like the best way I would say going about, I guess looking for other moderators too is like depending on how many people, like I said before too, those who have been consistently at your channel or have like watched your videos or you've interacted with on any of your live streams, I would say now just check out their channels to see like maybe like who they have had for their moderators as well too, but to ask for their advice as well too, because especially if it's for somebody that, you know, has been around for a while, whether it's just like 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever it is, I would even just like even take the initiative and just like to ask them in general. Thank you for the Twitch link, Sierra. Oh, right, that's not Stream Elements, but for some reason YouTube doesn't let Stream Elements do that anymore on this platform, but that's a whole nother story. I would say too, like those like who have been in your channel like more, I would say your closest fans or your biggest supporters. Even just don't be afraid to ask them for some advice too, or in general just say like, what is it about, you know, just either my channel that you really like, or what is it about it, like what is like the like characteristics or traits, or about the, you know, the host, or for me, what is it that like drew you to me in the first place too. And you'd be kind of surprised too, I guess, in terms of you get like either a detailed response or just to hear like what they have to say as well too. That could also be something too that, you know, you could write down just to see what you look for in moderators as well. If people are like really drawn to you as well, they could like either pick out like the best traits that you have, especially when you present them live. That's just something that you can think about as well. And then also just like ask for their advice in general too. It's for your community, like how would you either go about oh, okay, cool, DK, nice. And you know, Stream Elements better be scared of you, Sierra. I don't know. I'm not scared of it. It's like it's just a program, nothing more, Sierra. It can be deprogrammed. Stream Elements can be deprogrammed, but you know I can't. So you know, advantage to me for that. It's just got to learn. It's got to learn Discord. It's got to fully embrace Discord. You know, Discord links that work and that the invite links are valid. It has to embrace that. But anyway, but it just, yeah. In general, whether it's like how to choose your moderators, like don't be afraid to ask for advice, especially to people who, you know, as you've seen them and you think they either have given you like suggestions before, and you think based upon either if you decided to take up on it or not, just to see that it would actually help you out, or if you took somebody's advice that's been on your channel for a while, and just to see if it worked out. That's just something too that stuff, even if it's like mentally keeping track of that as well, that, you know, it's just something that you're more likely to either they have more credibility, or just like something you feel like you could trust more. And again, going back to what we said about like people you would place more trust in, that's also something that could at least maybe help satisfy that requirement you have in your list, or just something you were looking for as well. Just to say, no more Mr. Nightbot. No, Nighty Night Nightbot. It's like Nighty Night, or Nighty Nightbot, or something like that. I don't know. I should probably come up with something better. Yeah, Nightbot's not very good. Tried that before Stream Elements too. Now, Stream Elements is better, but that doesn't mean Stream Elements doesn't have its own issues. So, it's getting back to what I was saying too. But again, if you just see that people just like either voluntarily just either giving their advice like when they're on your channel, and you don't even ask for it too, which is even better, and they just give their candid and honest opinion, and then if you decide to take that advice and it ends up actually improving your channel, and then either they give the advice or they explain why would suggest this. That's also something too that would go back to someone I would be more willing to trust, and someone who I think would have good intentions to want to not only see our community, just continue to develop, but as much as I do. So that's also something that I would look for as well. And then also now for this too, when I would just go to the point where I would just consider them, I would just say people, maybe for me in general, for those are moderators who have been here for a long time, for those who have been here like consistently, since we've been live streaming, I would say like for me, these would be people I'd be very likely to do a YouTuber meetup as well. Now, this may not be true for other channels or for other streamers as well. The people who I would say like who have been moderators on our channel for a while now, and for at least for a decent chunk of the time since we've been live streaming, and obviously we've been on here and on Twitch, those would be people I'd probably be like the most likely to do YouTuber meetups with. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't do YouTuber meetups with people who aren't moderators. We have at least done, technically it was 2 YouTubers, like before who aren't moderators, but in general, but before the first, and I guess like the second YouTuber for that meetup, that happened, it was more of a serendipitous moment there. But I would say these would be people too, where for as long as they've been here too, I would say like I've trusted them enough too, where I would be willing to set up a YouTuber meetup, something like that. Now, again, this might be, again, it's just more like in the beginning, you're just trying to at least give yourself, I guess, the best foundation possible to at least just start off with like finding the best moderators possible. Even if it's only like 1 or 2 people, don't feel like you have to like hand out 50 blue wrenches. And you feel like, okay, I did it, yeah. No, I didn't, DK. No, I haven't. But don't feel like you have to hand out like a bunch of blue wrenches either. To me, I guess I go more for quality in terms of moderators. I don't feel like really for quantity as well too. You can like throw out all the blue wrenches you want. That doesn't mean that you automatically just have good moderators. It just, again, this is why I was just saying, make a list of like what you would look for in a moderator, and just say like why you would think this would help your channel. Why would you think this would help your live streams? But yeah, that's also important too, to also include in your list as well too. Not just saying like what you'd be looking for, and then also why, and if you could think about any examples of anybody who's already demonstrated those traits, even better. So again, it's just more. Oh, thanks for the IG link, Sierra. And again, we're going to start on Twitch also at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the chat. Change my background. What do you mean your background, DK? What do you mean by your background? You mean your logo or your banner? And speaking of, eventually I would like to update our channel logo and banner as well. I already have the idea. I already have like at least like a preliminary design in mind. Now, again, I'm not the greatest artist, so I don't know how I would be able to at least what I have up here to actually appear what you would see on our channel. So that's the thing like I would need to be able to like to figure out too. I already have like a preliminary design in mind. I'll eventually like share it in our DM group for our moderators on our Twitter account. Your background banner, for that, I think it's just like either you can either take a picture for your background banner. You would have to go in through the desktop side of YouTube. You could do it that way if you have a picture saved, or if you're on your phone, I guess you could also take a picture as well, I think, for your background banner, I think. But yeah, I don't really have a program, at least I know of, like for me, that I could just make my own. I wish I did. And also for our logo as well, too. I think there was one, another one of our moderators, like, showed me. But again, like for that, I would like to do a little more of an elaborate design beyond that as well, too. Just certain things like the one that our other moderator found. I didn't feel like it wasn't really like what I was envisioning before. And it just didn't really feel like the logo stood out enough. And also the banner, I think you can make a banner on there as well, too. I can't remember, because it was a while since I at least tried it out. Unless there was something there that I missed, but I was just like, it wouldn't be like, it's kind of like weird, I would say, to describe. I guess it would be kind of different, but not really. Just Googled mine. Oh, nice fluffing there. But enjoy. GSHL TV, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining us. Oh, nice, DK. You're off work tomorrow? No, I have to be at work tomorrow, but that's all right. But anyway, and again, if anybody has any questions about this particular topic as well, feel free to ask in the chat. Again, everybody's going to have different experiences with choosing moderators. This is going based upon my personal experience being on this platform and on Twitch. And then also based upon, I guess, the people who have been moderators for a while. I've gotten to know them. And then I guess like how they are and how the trust between like me and our moderators on our channel. Snow. Yeah. Oh, and Nicole too, probably, DK. So the trust with them as well too. And again, like everybody, it develops in different paces as well. Up here in the snow. Oh, nice from Toronto. Oh, it's probably freezing up in Toronto too, right? GSHL. It's probably freezing up there. Like here, I was just saying before, wind chill. No, I should say the temperature right now. I guess what would it be in Celsius? It would be. It's hard to do the math in my head. I think it's like around 18 below, and then for wind chill, I think it's like 30 below. And these are in Celsius that I'm talking about. Or even below that. It could even be like 30. Well, I guess like between 30 to 34. Yeah, it is, DK. It is very cold. I do not recommend going outside where we're at if it's really cold. If it feels like the Arctic Circle, you probably shouldn't be outside. Whether or not you have sleeves on your shirt right now, or however many layers of clothing you have, you would wear normally if you're in cold weather. But yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of the cold. But again, just getting back to our topic as well too. Again, if there's any questions about this topic as well, this was decided on our latest Q&A series poll by you and our community, those who did vote. So, on your house, yep. I hope the heater's on, DK. I hope that you got the heat on. But it's probably going to be running all night too, because at least where I'm at, it's supposed to be like this until late Thursday afternoon or late tomorrow afternoon. So, it's going to be a while before this ends. And again, we can always, again, if we miss anything for any of these topics in our Q&A series, we can always come back. We can always try to add what we may have missed, and whether it's in the comment section below after we're done live streaming here. Just something we may have missed as well. And again, I don't want to like just give like all these different steps, especially this being part one. I just wanted to like just give at least like a few things that like you could do to at least try to improve. Now again, ultimately it's up to you to decide what you would like to do on your channel, how you choose your moderators, how you would like to communicate with them as well. But I wanted to integrate it. Oh, I know, DK, I missed you too. It's harder for me to live stream on both YouTube and Twitch because at one point I was doing 12 live streams in a week. I would be on here and then I would be on Twitch, and I couldn't keep up the pace I was doing. It was way too much. So part of the reason why too is you would see, I guess like Entertain said it before too, more of the humor in our some of the videos that we have. So some of the highlight videos we have where you hear the different voiceover impressions I do while playing a game. That kind of helped alleviate some of the pressure off of me having to feel like I had to live stream on here 6 days a week. I guess Twitch being a live streaming platform there too, that's kind of your default format of content where you live stream, obviously. But for here, you kind of have more of a mix of videos and live streaming. So I did say that before. Thank you for the Patreon links here. I do need to start, I'm going to talk about that more. I guess like maybe not really have a Q&A topic about that, but talk about more like why like I pick certain things on our Patreon, the certain tiers of Patreon. But see you later, DK. But take care to yourself as well. Thank you for joining us. But and again, also I'll see you next time too, DK. Thank you for being here. But in general, and by the way, we had a snow bomb. Oh, you did? Oh, how big was it, Fluffiner? How big was the snow bomb? Ooh, but I would say in general as well. However you like to do this as well too. I guess like before, you really just kind of like have your, I guess your at least your initial plan set up. At least like have a way to communicate with all of your moderators outside of YouTube or whatever you live stream on, whether it's through Twitter or Facebook, Instagram, wherever you use. Just have a central place where you can either you just like talk to them one-on-one or answer their questions or post updates or things of that nature. Just a way to keep a clear line of communication open and to stay in touch. Because again, assuming that you take the time and the effort to choose the best moderators possible, it isn't as different in this respect with people's content. If you take the time and are willing to put in the effort and the work to make your content as high of quality as possible, or as entertaining or as educational as possible, the same goes with your search or your process of finding moderators. If you take the time and put in the effort and the time, like I said again, time, but I take the time to say time again, putting in the effort there, you can't find the best moderators possible for your channel. You would find people that, you know, just go above and beyond what your average viewer and your average fan do. And again, some people may notice like how certain people, regulars, would stand out more than others. But again, it's all different experiences, not just on this platform or on Twitch or wherever else you would stream, whether it's on Facebook, Mixer, anywhere else. But again, this could apply to, I assume Mixer has like a way to designate moderators as well. And also, I think, yeah, Facebook Gaming does as well. Or Facebook Live, I should say. Either one. But yeah. But anyway, right now it is 8:20 p.m. where I'm at. So I'm going to be wrapping up the live stream soon, so we'll have time to get set up for Twitch. Then also I'll just have to edit down the thumbnail for this as well, to just like edit the live stream, because I don't want these to go too long, because one, Just want people, if they weren't able to catch us live, because I know YouTube really loves sending out notifications to everybody who doesn't, who isn't doesn't know anything about this channel. But yeah, just to be able to have time to edit that as well, and then also we'll get started on Twitch as well at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, for our next live stream, like hopefully we can do it on Friday. If for whatever reason we can't, we'll let everybody know on our Twitter. When will part 2 be? Will it be on Friday or at some point either next week? We'll have part 2 for our Q&A series topic on how to choose your moderators. And again, if you also as well too, if you'd like to comment down below any questions or anything else we may have missed or anything you would like to ask or any suggestions you would have, either not just for this topic but any future topics in our series, please let us know. And again, it's just based on my personal experience up to this point being on here, and also to an extent Twitch as well. Just a way to at least provide a place where people can either ask for advice or maybe get some help for their channel as well, in terms of just trying to find, in this case for this topic, finding the best moderators that they can for their channel. Oh, sorry. Yes, it is. Thank you, Sierra. And then for me too, yeah, we have a lot of experience being a moderator. I don't know how this happened. Like since we've been on YouTube, I've stopped counting on how many different channels have made us a moderator. But again, I would probably just go back to as well too. Hey Cindy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you? Welcome. I've been doing all right. I'm a little tired tonight, and I just got off work not too long ago, but I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing well. But again, part 2, I guess we'll go more along the lines of not just saying like you've already had your plan in place to choose your moderators. You've seen at least giving each of them a chance to see like how well they would do based upon whatever rules that you have for your community, what you would like your moderators to do during your live streams or for whatever other social media accounts that you may have. And it's just see like I guess an evaluation process, but also part 2 I guess will also include I guess my personal experience too, like with on the other side as well too, where I was a moderator like for other channels as well, and then just to guess more of that side of the experience as well too, because I would say that like I said, having prior experience, like if you choose your moderators to for those who have been moderators of other channels as well too, and you see like how well they do, that is invaluable experience. Now again, every channel is different, but in general, being able to take on the responsibilities of being a moderator for any channel is invaluable, regardless of what type of content you have or what you do in your live streams or that nature. So in part 2, I'll probably talk more about my experiences like being a moderator as well too. Also trying to incorporate more of an evaluation process where you pick your moderators, you already have kind of like at least a somewhat tangible plan in place to try to find the best moderators possible, or who you would look for, who would not only to be the best moderators you can, but also help improve your community. I'm doing all right, Cindy. Yeah, we're just doing good. I know it's been a while since we live stream on here, but I've been pretty busy. Yeah. Saku, is that, oh, sorry. Saku, welcome. Saku, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. No, but but I can't like starting over my words here. But again, like I said, every channel will be different in how they would approach who they would look for moderators, because people have different expectations of what they mean as a moderator. If they think it's just more strictly just for live stream chat, or if it's more for people they want to lean on just to ask for advice or counsel, or just support just beyond just like watching videos or attending live streams. It goes beyond that as well. I guess it all depends on like what you would want from your moderators as well to what you were looking for. Now, part 2, I guess we'll go more along the lines of, I guess, not just talking about more of an evaluation process. It's Cats Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And again, it's like everybody is different here in the sense that, what I guess a moderator, I guess in the sense of YouTube, like what it means to them. And but again, moderators are going to be a very important group of people within your community. Not only do they just stand out in terms of how much they contribute to making your content that all the much better, and then being an integral part of the foundation of your community, but also, I guess these are people too, I would say, above most others too, would place a significant amount of trust, within those people to, giving not just part of your channel too, but, the future really of like your content as well. The future of your live streams, I guess how they would go. I guess like the type of people who you would say, what type of people you would want in your community as well. I guess maybe moderators in some ways too, depending upon, I guess, the size of your community or how long they've been moderators for, they can be sort of indirect ambassadors for your channel or indirect ambassadors for your community. Just going along those lines as well too. In general, especially if it's like a bigger chat as well, they definitely stand out. Obviously, the Blue Wrench logo makes them stand out more versus people who don't have that logo. Hey, Patrick, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? It's good to see you again. I have to get a custom Masked Singers, but I can't. Ooh. Oh, I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, thanks for being here. That's Eyeball. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're going to have to be heading off soon because we're going to be on Twitch pretty soon. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. It's 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, we'll be back with part 2 with this topic as well. And again, if you feel like I missed anything or there's something else I would like to talk about or I missed in the live stream, you can let us know in the comment section below. And then not only that, we'll try to include either something if we can in part 2 or maybe if we can go back at some point and then just, I guess, it'll be part 3 where it'll just be a catch-up or part 3. Maybe even I could do this in the future too. I guess it would be based upon people's suggestions or people's, I guess, questions within the Q&A series. Oh, nice, Patrick. Wait, like golf in a video game or actually like snow golf? Because I've seen snow golf before. Again, I'm not really a fan of the cold too, so I probably wouldn't play it. I'm not really that good at regular golf, so, but anyway, yeah. So again, we were just part 1. We were just talking about the Q&A series topic of how to choose your moderators. This is more of the beginning part of the process. Oh, okay, cool, Patrick. Playing on PS4 for golf. Okay. How to choose your moderators is more, I guess, at the beginning part of the process where you didn't really have any sort of like concrete plan or any sort of way you would try to find who you would feel like would be the best moderators for your channel, who would help improve your live streams the most to try to make them as enjoyable of an experience for everybody as possible. And for those who would take the responsibility seriously of being your moderator. So I guess this is a way to just try to give people some idea of concrete direction, or at least to give them some sort of plan or some sort of guidance in the right direction to at least help them, assuming they really don't really have any sort of objective way to try to find the best moderators or like have any sort of like, I guess, objective qualities as well too. Okay, cool, Patrick, nice. But in general, but yeah. I know, yeah, this is the live stream now. We've been live streaming for almost 45 minutes on here, but, all right, Sierra, I'll see you over on Twitch, but yeah, we're going to have to get going here, just because we want to have a little bit of time to not just, have this upload so people can watch the, replay of it, but also to be able to edit down the thumbnail and to edit these as well. Hopefully we can get it done before the beginning of the Twitch live stream. So again, thank you to everybody for joining us for part 1 of our latest Q&A series topic on how to choose your moderators. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate everybody's support. Thank you to everybody for joining us. And again, when we are done here on YouTube, you already know what time it is. It'll be time to switch to Twitch. Thank you again, everybody, for being here for part 1 on our latest Q&A series topic on how to choose your moderators. And we will see you over on Twitch in just a little while at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.